lights on the airways hum. Hear the tales of where they're from. Stories whispered, not in lies. Jobs they held through changing times.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Amplify Your Signal. I'm your host, Nicole Roberts, and today's episode is deeply personal and deeply important. June 1st marked National Cancer Survivor Awareness Day, and as a breast cancer survivor myself, I wanted to take this time to talk about what it means to truly be an ally to cancer survivors, both in the workplace and during times of transition. This isn't about checking a box or saying the right thing. It's about presence, support, dignity, respect, and real meaningful action. So, what is the experience of survivorship really like? Well, survivorship is a journey, not a finish line. Whether someone is going through treatment or 10 years out from their last scan, the experience of having had cancer stays with you. Just so we're all using shared language, we don't use the phrase remission in many types of cancer. It is called NED, or no evidence of disease. Some of us lose our jobs. Some of us step away by choice. Some of us return to work changed, mentally, emotionally, physically. And all of us want to be seen for more than just our diagnosis. So, how can you show up as an ally in the workplace? Being an ally at work means not assuming that we can't or can do something, just ask. That being said, respecting privacy. You don't need an entire treatment plan in order to support somebody. Create flexibility, not pity. And check in ways that feel human. So, I'm thinking about you. Is there anything I can do? Understand that coming back doesn't mean that everything is fine. Sometimes we're still tired, still processing, still healing. And it doesn't matter how long that journey has been, whether it's been 2 days, 2 months, 2 years. Sometimes we're still processing and still healing. There is no going back to normal. And so just being patient and holding space for people is incredibly important. Try to avoid phrases like, "you're so brave," unless it's in response to how someone wants to be seen. Sometimes that kind of comment feels like pressure to be inspiring when we're just trying to survive. And oftentimes, being brave isn't a choice. It feels like you have no other choice but to be brave. So instead, focus on saying things like, "I'm glad you're here," and "let me know how I can support you," or simply, "I see you." What about survivors in career transition? Well, for survivors looking for new roles, those challenges simply multiply. Resume gaps, changed physical appearance, decreased stamina, or just different priorities. So, how can you help? Well, referrals and recommendations are incredibly helpful for a survivor. Be that person who opens a door. Assume capability, not fragility. Normalize the gap. Normalize the comeback. Normalize the pivot. A survivor doesn't need your pity. They need your support. They need your network. What do cancer survivors want you to know? Well, from me and many others that I've spoken with, we want to be treated with dignity, not pity. Don't write our story for us, just ask. We may not know what we need, but knowing that you're there means everything. And sometimes we just want to talk about anything but cancer. And sometimes we need to talk about it out loud. So, what can you do to be a better ally? Well, here's how you can start being an ally today. Reach out to someone you know in treatment or recovery and just say you're thinking of them. If you're a leader, Consider how you talk about health in your culture. If you're a recruiter or a hiring manager, challenge your assumptions about employment gaps. If you're a survivor, you are not alone and you are more than your diagnosis. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring. And thank you for holding space for others. And as always, thank you for joining me as we amplify voices, elevate stories, and support one another one episode at a time.
Pages blank, but hearts alive. Through their journeys, they still strive. Tales of passion, grit, and grace. Every journey leaves its trace.